Healthcare Center is a nursing home that contains of staff members that work together to meet each resident's needs. But environmentally speaking, does it take measures in becoming eco-friendly? We find out by discussing the issue with its only dietitian, Leslie Spencer.
Are the foods being served to the patients eco-friendly?
Yeah, actually I would say that. We have like glass cups. We don't use any type of throwaway cups serving the patients. We have our heating system. I'm not really sure how eco-friendly it is, but it keeps the plates warm using molecules within the bases. So we don't have to use like styrofoam to keep it warm or anything like that. We have all plastic and glassware for the patients. I don't know if we've really made any dietary changes. The kitchen, I'm trying to think. I'm conscious of it. I went to a school that we were very conscious of going green. We had like a lot of, we had a garden and like use the garden foods for our food, but I don't think this place is really is super conscious with it. No.
Have you guys ever has someone ever brought it up or considered
I've only worked here for a couple months and I haven't heard anything really brought up about it. But I think it's a great idea. I'm all for going green, and as you can see, we have styrofoam cups at the nurse's station, and it'd be an easy change because I don't think styrofoam biodegrades, I guess.
Yeah.
So even just switching to paper cups, I feel like would be an easy change. But I don't think we
don't have it here.
we haven't really talked about it here.
After seeing how Evergreen Healthcare Center deals with the issue of going green, we can say that it's not exactly the facility we'd be looking for when it comes to being environmentally friendly. We can now compare and see how other healthcare facilities such as Advocate Christ Medical Center are promoting sustainability. We did this by interviewing one of their dietitian, Anne-Marie Van Vossen.
Is this facility consciously going green?
We are trying to go green, yes. We have a few different efforts, not just with food, but with parking. We have carpooling, so if you carpool with somebody, you get to park way up front. We're doing a big recycling push, on all the units and everything. They have recycling, paper recycling boxes. For patients, it's all china plates and then reusable, insulated things for soup or coffee and stuff like that. They only get and all the silverware is regular silverware. They only get plastic if they're on suicidal precautions. So then they get all plastic silverware and paper plates and a plastic, just so that they can't harm themselves. But everybody else, it's all reusable. It comes down in the dish room. I think our hot cup holders are recycled. And some of the to-go containers I know are recycled. I think the toilet paper is not recycled toilet paper, but from other, they make it from other paper products.
Yeah.
And then we also do farmers markets every once in a while. Not monthly, but at least quarterly, I'd say, if not more frequent. And we bring in local produce and everything like that.
Just around from the area?
Yeah.
What else do you guys recycle?
We do paper, plastic, cans, bottles. That's about it. Info. I don't think so. But I don't, we just go through big vendors, so I think our vendors, US Foods, they might have certain things that are, but I'm not sure.
What do you think are some other ways to promote environmental sustainability in a healthcare like this?
Paper waste is huge. We are doing pretty good with that. I'd say that's probably the biggest. Because there's just paper. We still have, a lot of our charting is computer, but they still do have paper charts and a lot of stuff goes on paper. So I'd say that's probably the biggest one.
A ton of food.
It is hard. Because there's a lot that goes into it. We have a certain budget that we have to stay, that our department has to stay in. and now with the economy and everything, so it's not like we can just be like, oh yeah, like let's go to this place because they have everything organic, because it's probably going to cost so much, you know, a credible amount, and I'm sure it would just not happen just because of cost. I think that's the biggest. I've never done a plate waste study on it, so I couldn't say for sure, but especially in the elderly population, I bet it's quite frequent just because they don't eat a lot anyway. Yeah, they eat like one meal a day, so, and they always tell me, oh, it's so much food, it's so much food. And I'll see like I mean, it's big portions. You know, it's only supposed to be like a half a cup of rice, but it looks, we don't know, when it's going down the tray line, they don't know, like this patient is, like we can do smaller portions, but I don't even know how much they really follow that in the kitchen. Because the problem is, we serve like, I don't know, 700 people here, so it's just going down the tray line and they're just scooping, you know, they see the item, they have whatever scooper they have, and that's what they're dishing their certain, you know, so it doesn't, you know, it might say like half a cup of rice, but their scoop might just
bigger.
be, bigger, but they're not gonna measure
for specific patients, they're not gonna
know how often that really happens. So if they were more conscious of trying to use like, you know, specific scoops and making, you know, reduce a lot of waste that way. We do farmers markets here, but that's more just employees. You know, it's whoever's in like, or we just do it in the cafeteria set up. They have like a whole area.
But for the patients, it's like,
if their family wanted to come down and buy them something, they could, but it's not like offered to patients necessarily.
What could be some ways of changing like the foods that you guys serve to make them eco-friendly?
I guess by offering organic options. We don't have any of that, I know for sure. You know, trying to use more local stuff, but it's hard when you're a big hospital because you have to, you know, you have to go through large corporations.
Yeah.
So we have to go through a big distributor. So I mean, you'd have to get U.S. Foods or whoever is starting with the product to get on board, and then try to. I think just education is always big. Educating the staff to be like responsible.
well, so you'd say that Christ is doing a lot of like.
I think they're moving in the right direction. I think there's a lot to do. You know, everybody can do better, and especially with the food service part. I mean, we don't have. I don't know about U.S. Foods and what kind of products they, you know, like if they have any sustainable ones, but there's always.
By being able to visit both Evergreen Healthcare Center and Advocate Christ Medical Center, we are able to see how each of these facilities are making their way to becoming green. As we have learned, Evergreen Healthcare Center is quite far from it, while Advocate Christ Medical Center is more advanced with practicing environmental sustainability. This hospital even has a green team of different disciplines. Even if there's already something being done to improve the environment's sustainability, there is always room for improvement.